I'm in favor of physical distancing and social connecting. My life is made richer not by acquaintances, but by heartfelt connections. So I'm making this video to open up and share in a genuine way and to invite you to know me more as a friend. As friends, we share our triumphs and our troubles. That way, I know you can relate to me. I know I can feel safe sharing my dreams and my fears. As we go through this together, I'd like to share more of myself. One way I'm going to do that is by sharing music. My life has sparkled with the treasures of great adventures. Even still, for 4 decades, I've led my life unconsciously. As a kid, I developed hurtful beliefs about myself. Since that time, these hurtful beliefs and insecurities buried down in my subconscious have had far too much influence over my decisions. I have lived my life from a place of fear. For example, I've written stories and done little to share them. I've played music, and for the most part, I've kept it to myself. In October of 2017, I decided to change my life. One thing I did was I instituted a zero-tolerance policy on talking down to myself. I began to treat myself the way that I wanted to be treated. Indeed, my life began to change. It turns out the world gets its instructions for how to treat me by observing how I treat myself. In January of 2018, I rented a room in this house, and for about 3 weeks I slept in the guest room. At the same time, I was developing a connection with my landlord. I was going through heartache from a relationship that wasn't the right fit for me, and Allison was going through a divorce with the woman that she'd been with for 14 years. Allison is my person. For more than 2 years now, I've been experiencing partnership and love as never before. We've committed to one another with a hand fasting, and this remarkable woman will be my wife. My life began to truly transform as I committed to changing the way I treat myself. So now I'm sharing music, I'm sharing who I am, and all that I have to offer. Sometimes Allison sings with me, though she isn't available to sing with me nearly as often as I'd like. Allison is a physician assistant in emergency rooms. Sometimes Allison sings with me, though she isn't available to sing with me nearly as often as I'd like. Allison is a physician assistant in emergency rooms. All of our love for our healthcare providers is being felt, so let's keep loving them. Our grocery store workers, we all need to feel the love right now. I'm grateful to every one of you who's doing our part to minimize our losses and to amplify the love that's being spread and being felt around the world. This is a surreal time. A book that inspires me greatly is Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. This man lost his wife at the beginning of the Holocaust. Not only did he survive, he went on to lead a meaningful life, helping thousands as a psychiatrist and many more as an author. He did this by holding dearly to the belief that his life had meaning. He envisioned finishing his book and going on to serve those who suffer. This personal mission saw him through the darkest of times. By holding on to the courage to see himself as a man whose life had meaning, this man shone light into the lives of others. All of our lives have meaning. Every one of us is unique and irreplaceable. Many of us could use some help embracing our gifts and our value. So let's keep acknowledging the splendor we see in one another. This is my calling. I want to model the power of conscious choice and guide those who struggle to live the lives they choose. There are plenty of people out there not using their turn signals, and worse. I want to authentically feel all of my emotions and be realistic and real about what's going on out there. At the same time, putting too much of my attention onto that which upsets me drags me down into a dark place. I want to lift my focus up to all of you who are out there walking the high road. I want to put my attention on the bright side. I want to be the bright side. So I'm grateful to all of you who continue to share that which lightens your heart and lifts you up. As loss and fear feel heavier, I see all the more reason to share our light. I see the light in you, I believe in that light, and I want to see all the more of it that you're willing to share. So let us share our challenges, let us share our courage, let us share our laughter, and let us share our love. Perhaps if you're an acquaintance of mine now, or if we've never even met, as we get through this together, I'll have the honor of knowing you more as a friend. So I will share music, and I will share about myself. You are a treasure in the lives of those around you. Let us see you shine. Please continue to treat everyone with as much kindness and patience and love as you can. First, be sure to treat yourself with all the love and kindness you are worthy of. Thank you for being a part of my beautiful life. We are in this together.